Alright. Let me put this up on screen. First, I'm just gonna put the BRB up. Alright. Okay. Let me just see if it has a channel for this on the Twitch. Miscellaneous. Do any of you know if there's a channel just for miscellaneous stuff? Like, let me check Twitch on my phone real. If there is, then I'll read out this thing. IRL, music, creative. Does creative count? Okay, let's just do creative. Here, I'm gonna go back to my chat real quick. Chat. I'm gonna switch to creative real quick. Creative. And let's open up this thing. Here, I'm gonna get something nice and good on screen. For you guys to look at while this happens. I fucking hate how every image hosting site now has this shit where you can't fucking look at the picture. That's just so stupid to me. Alright. Let me just take that, add image. Browse for image file. Did I see that to my desktop? Yeah. Here we go. There we go. Here. There we go. There we go. There's his face. Hit the screen. That should be good. All right, let me read this to you now. What the fuck is the name of it? I put it in my personal folder. So give me Joyride. The Joyride Universe. Alright, let me update my screen. Put the PDF on screen. Does it have anything bad in it? I don't know if it does. Here, I'll put it on screen. Let me just remove the Sam Hyde picture. Text back up. And then we'll go to game capture, I guess. And we'll put it up on screen. I kind of wanted that just so we could have the music. Joyride Universe. There we go. Okay, and then let's add that picture of Sam back up just so we can admire it while that's happening. Put that in the corner. Shrink it. And we'll add some music. Media source, right? Add existing. Let's do the ending music. Transition again. There we go. Now you can see what I see. I'm still playing Pokemon. I just updated it to creative, so it should still say Should say the right thing now. Alright, let's read this. Okay. The Joyride Universe, a game by $1 Million Extreme, the creators of World Peace, Adult Swim. PC, okay. Platforms: PC, Xbox Live, PlayStation Network. Target audience: 17 to 30, male. Rating: M. We have some amazing original concept art by Aldo Katayangi. Overview: extra-dimensional nebulas of malevolent thought particles known as snow globes want to clear up the multiverse real estate for existence's largest ever retail megaplex. Unable to destroy matter/energy, they enlist Lucifer as their corporeal agent to go from universe to universe, changing people, places, objects, making them incrementally more similar. Anything that doesn't conform to this new shared reality simply vanishes. Technically speaking, never existed anyway. I'm just gonna... I remember that I have this on my setting for... That's fine, man. Here. I'm just gonna do that. That changed nothing. Whatever. Okay, now we start getting into the locations. These are the locations now, if you haven't read this. 2 Mass X is a decadent, techno-fetishist, late-stage Type 1 civilization on the verge of collapse. Level 9 zones are paradise enclaves where the descendants of political dynasties chase stimulation under the protection and guidance of dysfunctional but benevolent AIs. Level 1 zones are barbaric hellholes where raiders use scavenged tech and harpoon guns to pilfer what they can from the traders and partiers who strayed too far from the beaten path. Here's some characters. Richie Kisses is a gender-bending pop star kept under supervision and sedation by his scheming manager, Gaim Gooch. I guess that's him. That's so amazing. Simon Cube, which is, by the way, the most MDE name I've ever heard. Simon Cube is a visionary trillionaire who leaves the planet on a space pilgrimage and comes back with delusions of godhood, possessed by an alien parasite. This is high-level stuff. I really enjoy this. Okay. That sounds... These two characters alone I would buy this game for. Professor Jick is the headmaster of an academy for magic users. The students are all children with terminal cancer. The type of cancer is linked to one's magical affinity. Boils and cysts are status effects / buffs / debuffs. Lung cancer is air / gravity magic. Mouth cancer is fire magic, etc. Looks like Omega from Mass Effect 2 or the Fifth Element and Strange Days. So, oh my god. This I don't know what it is about the way Sam writes, but he sounds like he's a living Mad Libs that's already been filled out. I'm really enjoying this though. Neo Schneider. Good. A 1930s America-esque world of newspapers, railroads, budding air travel, and private detectives has been systematically dismantled by the snow globes, almost past the point of no return. This universe's last hope is J. Jonah Jameson type media figurehead who goes by his intelligence agency code name, the only name he remembers, Bud. Maybe that's where I think I got that name like implanted in my mind, and that's why I kept on saying Bud this stream. Hank and Roger are Bud's agents sent to Yong Tang for corporate espionage. As fragments of reality start to go missing, Hank and Roger are left stranded in a sweltering Yong Tang shanty apartment, boxed in on all sides by motorcycle assassins. Slane is an opportunistic grifter whose eyes light up when he hears of a secret underground train used by Thunderhawk casino bosses to transport gold and other precious metals. He finds out the hard way that the train takes the gold straight to the planet's mantle for disposal. Quote, reunification with the World Mother. This is great. This is prime inspiration. Sam's writing is just like pure undiluted inspiration, and it's great. If I was like a freelance programmer and I didn't have, well, I kind of am, but if I didn't have things that I was already working on, then I would definitely consider joining up just for those two descriptions, because they sound amazing. And it looks like Chinatown, 1974, and Dark City. Here we go. Varfalona. It is 3 million years after the technological peak of a human-like society, and its subsequent conquering by a now long-gone alien race. The people of Varfalona live in a permanent dark age. When the old ones came, they used insane technology to remotely suppress the intelligence and inquisitive nature of the Varfalonians. They stripped the planet of its resources and left almost immediately thereafter. Here, I'm starting to think maybe Mario 64 ending music isn't appropriate enough for this. So I'm gonna change it. I have better video game scores that I can use. Let's do something from Yume Nikki. Here, we can do like... What's a good track? Let's just do Numbers. Where's Numbers, World? I think Numbers World has like a terrible droning sound, which is perfect for that. Block World. Where the hell is it? I had it here. Numbers World, there we go. Tell me if this is too repetitive or awful or something. Lower it down a little bit. Where was I? On their way out, they simply decided it wasn't worth their time to disable the monolithic mind control wave emitter. It's been running ever since. People are bewildered by magic flying boots and lances that shoot spectral fire, oblivious to the underlying golden age nanotechnology that makes these seeming miracles a reality. Harry is a scientist who's at least 1,000 years old and has transferred his consciousness into the brain of a genetically modified dog to escape detection. Amazing character. Wow. The Prince of Flowers is immune to the alien monolith thanks to a natural mental aberration similar to what we would call autism, but is kept prisoner within a recursive garden by a small army of sycophantic courtesan and well-meaning guards. That's great. Spider and Red Tips are two twin indigo children immune to mind control due to autism, who are tasked with slaying the Black Dragon, the euphemism Barpolonians used to describe the phenomena of vanishing people, places, things, and holes in reality, and other side effects of snow globe meddling. Looks like Kingdom, PC, Legend, 1986, and The Never-Ending Story. That sounds like a great place. The Joyride Universe, the titular land, is the universe that lends the game its name. Approximately 40% of gameplay takes place here. Other universes are subtractive. The snow globes use their influence here to destabilize reality, making it seem as though things are simply disappearing. The Joyride universe is the template universe, towards which all other universes are shifted. It is chaotic and hellish place. It also happens to be our universe, a few thousand years from now. The poles are reversed, Mexico is covered in glaciers, and the southern reaches of Canada are a sweltering tropical jungle. This reads like 2070 Paradigm Shift. I feel like this whole game is just a culmination of a lot of stuff that Sam and the rest of the MDE crew have just been like thinking around in their heads for a really long time. Probably just Sam. I don't know how much the other MDE people are involved in this. Jack Show is the king of the lands, number 1, the boy who became a legend, the despotic, schizophrenic, brutal ruler of Earth. His pact with Lucifer gives him free rein to torment the people with his red method, so long as he keeps any resistance stifled under his greasy thumb. The Ratters are mutated and anthropomorphized rats with Japanese samurai ethics. They have a fierce distrust of outsiders but will fight for justice if given no other choice. Here's my favorite. Capos specialize in finding caches of pre-collapse police equipment that give them the edge in combat. Despite their advanced gear and unique costumes, they're a tribe of hard-scrabble scavengers and killers like all the rest. That sounds so fucking metal. That's some Mad Max shit. Obviously, you see it's an inspiration, but I wish those were real. Abe Stahl is a seasoned veteran traveler who crisscrosses the Dustway in search of a goddamn root beer. Bill is his hapless hitchhiking compatriot. Together, they explore bombed-out parking garages, abandoned hospitals, and dens of iniquity, all in the name of quenching a sugary thirst. So I would guess, since this is the main area of the game, and you'll find out later that you play as different characters, that would be like these would be the characters that you are introduced with. That would just be what logic says. I don't know. Maybe not. Here's some miscellaneous characters. Jack and Jill are paired AI that exists within an improbability bubble created by Dr. Winkham Dice, who you might know as an MD staple, officially. Shortly before the final stages of de-resolution in their universe, equipped only with some incomplete historical logs, they use their fuzzy logic and various simulations to pursue their prime directive: restore existence. Blue is a gelatinous alien life form which bounces from universe to universe, collecting the essences, memories, and souls of lost civilizations and de-resed peoples. Dr. Winkham Dice suspects it was created by timeless proto-beings as a failsafe for just this sort of disaster. I feel like he wrote this, like, on the fly, and it's amazing. Just a peek into Sam's, disheveled, broken mind. I love it. Skeleton Crew 22, which would be a great name for the game, by the way. Skeleton Crew 22. Sounds like an SS-13 game, like, random name. Is an elite squadron of astronauts sent forward in time as backwards time travelers impossible to the beginning of the next multiverse cycle. After all universes have reached heat death, contracted and exploded outwards again. Okay. Gameplay. Here we go. This is where I've decided that he might not know what he wants here. The player will live many different lives in the multiverse, each time starting out without much information or useful equipment, and it is up to her to talk to people. Okay. Or make sense of who is telling the truth. Is that like a little joke there? Make sense of who is telling the truth, unravel exactly why things are disappearing in the case of the subtractive non-Joyride universes, and do something about it. Each universe can be thought of as an act, with multiple levels in each act. The player will be able to choose from 10 to 20 characters, all of whom are unique to the act. Okay. That's pretty crazy. The Joyride will use simple 2D pixel art and a limited color palette, so meme pixels. So that's pretty good decision. Like Cave Story, Nuclear Throne, Broforce, so that we have more time / resources to build multiple gameplay modes and expansive story. This is from my experiences, my limited experience as a game dev, non-subtractive. Like, just my opinion, doing pixel art doesn't really save you that much time. It's a style choice. You can just as easily do 3D models, like, but whatever. No, it's better for combining your style, because 3D modeling is significantly hard in my. Approximately 60% of the game will be a top-down isometric shooter / beat 'em up with heavy action RPG elements, satisfying action, and dense skill trees. There will be a meaningful level system and different ways to play effectively. That sounds great. That really does. That sounds like something I was thinking of when I first heard some of the stuff that this game was about. I was like, this would be a good way for that game to be. In addition to the main gameplay mode, there will be illustrated choose-your-own-adventure interactive fiction sequences like Mad Maze, and a dungeon crawler areas like Legend of Grimrock at regular intervals. That, I think, is a good idea. I think that would be... Honestly, I think Sam would benefit more from Grimrock. When are we gonna see more Grimrock? Never. Or maybe in a couple years. I don't know. Whenever I get a better computer. I know that you're saying that ironically. Anyways, I think Sam's time and effort would probably be better spent on something like Myst, like a point-and-click adventure game. To be like pre-rendered 3D graphics would probably be his shit, because it's kind of plays into his skill set, and it's not that hard to make games like that. And I feel like those types of games are gonna make a resurgence soon. Pre-rendered, wacky-looking 3D game graphics. I'm currently following one game developer, and he's making that type of game, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, and I'm definitely gonna play it on stream when it comes out, if it's free. If not, I'll wait and buy it. We've also talked about a fully 3D open world game with rudimentary but excellent graphical style like the original System Shock. So I assume what he means by that is he means like Doom style. His System Shock is like the original System Shock is more like flat. It's like 3D graphics that like fully realized 3D, but all the characters and stuff, most stuff is like pixels on a swivel that just look at you, kind of like how like 2D graphics in 3D world. We think this could work equally well, though it would require a bigger budget. Again, non-applicable. Like, I feel like Sam isn't really gonna... I don't know if he plans on paying the people who work on his game. I have no idea. But, you know, budget isn't really, like, a thing. I feel like Sam is good enough so that he can, like, pick out people who aren't gonna waste his time. He talks about that a lot. So maybe he will end up paying people. I'm not saying Sam wouldn't pay people, but I'm just saying I don't know why he would. I don't know. I've never worked on anything where I got paid for it, so. Features. Broforce/Minecraft style destructible terrain and buildings. Put skill points in arson. That's fun. That's funny. Upon dying, players taken to Cab City must successfully hail a cab to continue. Work a menial job for 2 hours real time, take your first paycheck, buy a gun to kill your boss. That's great. Trenchcoat inventory system. Good. Crackpots and dreamers don't get any time on the Super Collider, it's just a popularity contest. I don't know what that means. Road bombs and IEDs from nowhere, loud as hell. Sell your organs at the pawn shop to avoid a Setsuko Arasaka PDW. Unblades are negative space weapons and can cleave any thickness of any material. Hard to hold properly. That is fucking amazing. See, I wish I would do like a D&D campaign made by Sam. That seems like it would be fun. Just his fucking wacky type humor. Wacky, ill humor. Terminal illnesses and fatal wounds. The player is doomed to continue to play for 15 minutes before actually bleeding out. Good. It's like Space Station 13. You should have listed that as a fucking inspiration. I bet he would like that game. Or that. Cigarettes, smokeless tobacco, smokeless Tabasco. Hot sauce. Smokeless tobacco and vape products function like rings and amulets, giving the user a temporary boost to certain stats. Okay. Cool, meaningful, active, and passive skills like arson. Why would I learn math? Why would I want to learn something that's changing completely every 14 days? There's a number between 1 and 2 and it's an integer, just so you know. Okay. Plot uncovered by examining items and exploring locations, not by reading huge walls of text, like this. I'm assuming he means like this, huge wall of text. Oops. I just clicked out. Alright. Section... Okay. Munition caches that can only be reached by half-power jetpack rides straight into the air. I feel like, yeah, he definitely wrote this in one sitting, because I'm starting to get, like, the Hide Wars vibe from this, where he starts to trail off and forget what he's talking about. He's a real nugget head. And here's my favorite one. Sections where to progress you'll need to call an actual real-life phone number staffed by one of hundreds of mentally stable volunteers. In parentheses, $1 million extreme fans. Similar games. Barkley 2. Is that out? It is. Didn't the people who made Tales of Games made the real Dilbert game, didn't they? Anyways, Chrono Trigger. Wait, because Tale of Games made that, and the same guy who made Tale of Berkeley is the guy who made the Dilbert cartoons, the Dilbert YouTube videos. Not Scott Adams, but I always thought those things were not connected because they were kind of different takes on that whole thing. Anyways, Chrono Trigger, Borderlands, Earthbound, Nuclear Throne, Hotline Miami. See, this is where it starts to fall apart because he has like similar games. Those are like 3 different genres of game, which is weird to me. Like, I don't get how you can have like whatever gameplay influences. Diablo, here we go, it gets even worse. Diablo 2, Cybernator, Delver, Pico's School, which is like a Flash game from Newgrounds, isn't it? I remember playing that when I was like fucking 8. Pixel Dungeon, Deus Ex 2000. Why did he put a date for the original Deus Ex? Was there a remake? Broforce. Aesthetic influences, Chiller, System Shock, Metal Slug, Sword of the Night? Is it like a Castlevania thing? Super Spy, Lonely Star, Octopus City Blues. I've never heard of half those games. And here's some style and reference images that are original, but look amazing. I like that one. The Jester holding the man. I just noticed my mouse isn't showing up. So, these are good. This is it. I like this. Let's look at some of those, and that's it. I think that's a pic of a real life shooting. Okay. Thank you, Sam. All right. Let me just get rid of that. Okay. That was good. Symphony of the Night, yeah. Anyways. Alright. This is the end of the stream. That was funny. I can't wait for it to come out. Sam, if you see this, because you probably might, I don't know. Probably Google yourself constantly. Hit me up. Hit me up. I won't waste your time that much. You know, I have no resume, but if you promise to treat me to more of that, then maybe I'll help. It sounds fun. It sounds like it would be a great game. If it ever comes out, then I'll definitely play it on my little shitty stream with 2 viewers. But yeah, that's for the rest of you guys who aren't Sam Hyde. That's the end of the stream. There we go. All right, I will see you guys on Friday, and I'm gonna upload last time's stream. This was pretty good. I thought this went really well. I went for a lot longer than I thought I was gonna go. I hope you have a great day today, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace! Is that a good way to end the stream? Just say peace! World peace. How about that one? In honor of our buddy Sam. Sam, get some help. You look like a homeless person, and I'm worried for you. I hope you get your channel back. MD's pretty great. Hope you get your channel back. Hope one day you make something good like this. Like, that sounds great. I want Joyride Universe to come out. Alright, I'll see you guys. Bye.